Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Poke's channel. I love this Samick JZ2. Boy, if you can find a good one of these, they really sound great. And I don't know why, but the burgundy ones like this always seem to sound better. I think maybe they use higher quality, thicker layers of laminate wood, because this guitar reminds me a lot of like a good Gibson L5 CES. This is unplugged. Has that kind of creamy. But I want to do a little free instruction today. The whole idea behind the guitar ladder system, like I've said before, is it's all my own original material, my original ideas. But like I said before, Joe Pass, who I studied with about 40 years ago, used to say, simplify your thinking. There's a lot to that, because you want to input information into your subconscious mind, let it assimilate, and it just kind of flows out. And you don't want to, gunk that up with a bunch of formulas and kind of, inside a square box type stuff. So you can keep it simple. And my 240 studies in the guitar ladder system for only $199, which is a steal. It's like getting thousands of dollars of material. Naturally integrates the 10 systems of improvisation into your playing and into your head. And it just starts flowing out, because great music combines those formulas. It doesn't stick into one thing. But let me offer some free information here today. So here's a nice simple thing you can work on. Just simple chord connection idea is 13 connects 13. Okay. And I'm obviously coming down to the 9th here. And then maybe resolve to a 13 flat 9. See, I'm going to the 13 flat 9. And then maybe up to major 9/6 with a 7 on top. So 13 connects 13, connects 13, connects 13. Connects 13 flat 9, connects major 9/6. And I want to, this is what's so cool about the guitar ladder system. You start working the guitar ladder system, you'll just start taking off. And I get emails every day. I probably get 50 emails a day from people just going, wow, they're blown away that they're starting to be able to improvise now, when they've been playing guitar for 30 years. And they felt like, in terms of learning to improvise and compose, that's been a weak area. So, the guitar ladder system really is for advanced players or intermediate players. And if you want to shave years off your playing, my advice is don't overthink it. Just order. It'll be the best $199 you've ever spent. It's what you're looking for. So you can go major 9/6, 7 on top to that chord. And if you look at that chord, it's just a 7 chord. It's got the flat 7 in it, but it's also got a flat 13. And by the way, every chord has many different names depending upon what note you look at as the root or as a non-root. So that's why it's so important not to get hung up on all this, and more that, latch onto the sound of a chord and where it can go and where it can connect and what other chords it's associated with, so you learn to hear in terms of groups of chords. This is huge, folks. So here, major 9/6, 7 on top. You can do it like that. Now there I'm using the common tone. Common tone is one of my, 10 systems of improvisation. Again, good improvisation combines all 10 of these things. And so that's why it's so important to learn all these studies in my guitar ladder system. But anyway, so for the freebies today, so here, major 9/6 chord with a 7 on top, and then I keep that common tone from this chord, right? 7 flat 13. Now maybe I'll add some color with a major 13 flat 5, maybe a bichord, which is a minor 7 and a major 9. That's a nice chord, see there. And if you look at that chord, I could come down a half step. That chord, if you look at that, it's got like if you look at it in C, it's got like a root, a sus4, a 6, a 9, a 5, and a root. But the most important thing really is to try to think more in terms of the sound of a chord. Larry Coryell, who's a great musician, said if you can hear a chord in your head, you can find a place to use it. And that's very, very astute observation. It's really true. But anyway, so 13 connects 13, connects 13, connects 13. I could throw in a 7 sharp 5, 9 sharp 5, sharp 9 to 13. 13, 13 flat 9, major 9/6 with 7 on top. I could then go to, so using that common tone idea, I could then go to a major 13 flat 5, right? Or a bichord to the major 13 flat 5, 13 flat 5, flat 9, resolved to major 7. See, it's about exhausting these possibilities when you practice. That's why the guitar ladder system is so powerful, because I'm going to give you 240 studies, and each study has numerous examples of how to resolve chords and how to think of chords in terms of groups of chords, to where your brain actually begins to latch onto that. You don't just think of one chord like this. Your brain will get to the point where it will think of one chord sound, excuse me, and then you'll also think of a whole bunch of other places that can go in a very musical fashion. So another example would be major 13 to 13 flat 9 to 13 9, 13, 13 flat 9, major 7, 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, 13, minor 7, back to this major 9 6 or 7 on top, resolve like that. So I'm going to keep this lesson short today, but I'm telling you folks, if you love guitar and you love music, and it takes an honest person to realize, gosh, maybe I haven't made the progress I want, or even if you've been playing for 30 years, if you really want to find out how good you can get, and this is not bullshit, just go to stevezookguitars.com, or invest the $199. It will be the best money you've ever invested in a guitar, because you're gonna shave years off your playing, and I'm gonna help your subconscious mind, or your musical mind, or your musical ear. I'm going to help it to fill in the gaps. And I'm sure you've already accomplished a lot, and that's great, but you need this system to really, take a quantum leap. And it's so fun to get these letters, which I get every day. Like I said, I get 40, 50 emails a day from people just saying, wow, I'm really starting to hear my own musical ideas, and I'm starting to sit on the guitar and improvise all over the place, So anyway, so I'm going to stop right there. You can order the guitar ladder system for $199. It really it's like getting thousands of dollars of high quality, innovative guitar instruction. I spent 40 years researching this, and it's the closest you're ever going to get to studying with some of the best players ever. I don't mean that as an ego trip from me, but I'm just saying I was very influenced by Joe Pass, and very influenced by Horace Hatchett, who taught Howard Roberts how to play. Howard Roberts started the Musicians Institute. And this is all my own material, but you're going to learn, the language of guitar. It's going to transform your guitar playing and transform your writing. It really is. My advice is don't overthink it, and order the guitar ladder system. It is what you're looking for in a very innovative and organic guitar instruction system that has no busy work. I trimmed the fat. You're only going to work on things which are going to produce a lot of results. It really works, folks. All right, take care. Keep the faith.